In the quiet moments, when everything is still, I find myself reflecting on the impact you've had on me. My emotions are so deep that they spill over, and tears are the only way my heart can express what it feels. Tears come when the heart recognizes something too beautiful to fully understand. And in this moment, as I reflect on how much you mean to me, my tears are the only way I can honor that feeling. There's a special kind of vulnerability in allowing someone to truly see you, to understand you in ways no one else can. It's overwhelming, and sometimes the only response is tears. When someone touches your soul in such a deep way, it's impossible to hold back the tears. They're not just about sadness. They're about the overwhelming beauty of the connection we share. The heart doesn't always have words, but it has tears. And sometimes those tears speak louder than anything else. Right now, my heart is overwhelmed by what you've brought into my life. Tears are often a mixture of joy and sorrow, gratitude and longing. As I sit here reflecting on everything you mean to me, I realize that these tears are a reflection of just how deeply you've affected my heart. Life has a way of pulling us in unexpected directions, and sometimes we find ourselves in the midst of overwhelming emotions. I never expected this, but here I am, with tears in my eyes, feeling so much more than I can put into words. There's a quiet strength in the tears we shed. They are a reminder that we are human, that we feel deeply, and that we are capable of experiencing life in ways that words cannot describe. The most beautiful moments in life are often the ones that leave us speechless, when all we can do is sit in awe and let the tears fall, because we know that something precious has touched our lives in ways we can't explain. Sometimes, the most profound emotions are the ones that remain unspoken. As tears fill my eyes, I realize that this moment, this feeling, is beyond anything I could ever express in words. Tears often come when we are overwhelmed by beauty, by the sheer magnitude of what life has brought us. Right now, my heart is so full of gratitude and emotion that the only response it can offer is tears. I never knew how much someone could mean to me until I found myself in this moment, overwhelmed by feelings so strong that they brought tears to my eyes. It's an experience I can't fully describe, but I feel it deeply. There are moments in life that leave us breathless, moments when everything else fades away, and we are left with nothing but the profound feeling of connection. These are the moments that bring tears to our eyes. When the heart feels something deeply, it can be impossible to hold back the tears. These tears are not out of sadness, but out of a deep, overwhelming appreciation for the way you have touched my life. The most powerful emotions are often the ones that take us by surprise. It's in these moments, when the heart is so full it can't contain itself, that we find tears coming to our eyes. You've opened up something in me that I didn't even know was there, and now, as I sit here in awe of it all, I find myself in tears, overwhelmed by how deeply I feel for you. There are no words that can fully capture what my heart is feeling right now. These tears, however, speak volumes about the love, appreciation, and awe I have for you. Tears often come when our hearts are touched in ways we never expected. I never imagined feeling this way, and yet here I am, with tears in my eyes, realizing just how much you mean to me. Sometimes the heart is so full of emotion that it spills over into tears. These tears are a testament to the depth of the feelings I have for you, feelings that words could never do justice to. You've made an impact on my life in ways that I can't fully explain, but these tears, they are the closest I can come to showing you just how deeply you've touched my soul. In moments of deep reflection, we often find ourselves overwhelmed with emotion. Right now, my heart is so full of gratitude and love that the only way I can express it is through tears. Tears aren't always a sign of sorrow. Sometimes they are the heart's way of showing just how much something, someone means. Right now, my tears are filled with the deep, overwhelming beauty of your presence in my life. The way you've touched my life goes beyond words, beyond anything I could ever explain. These tears are just the start of how deeply I feel for you, a feeling that has changed my life forever. Sometimes the heart knows things before the mind can catch up, and when the truth is revealed, it often comes with tears. Right now, I find myself so moved by you that I can't help but cry. There are moments when words fall short, when the weight of emotions overpowers everything. Your actions, your words, your very presence has brought tears to my eyes, not because of sadness, but because of a deep, profound connection that stirs something deep within my soul. It's amazing how life has a way of surprising us, how a single encounter or a kind gesture can make the heart swell with emotion. I'm standing here, overwhelmed, as tears fill my eyes because you've touched something deep inside me that I never knew existed. Tears are sometimes the silent language of the heart. In this moment, as I sit with my emotions, I realize that my tears are a reflection of the joy, the wonder, and the sheer depth of feeling you've awakened in me. There are no words to capture the weight of what I'm feeling right now. It's like a flood of emotions that I've been holding back for so long, suddenly pouring out, and all because of your presence in my life. When life gets heavy, it's easy to feel lost in the chaos. But then there are those rare moments when everything falls into place and you realize how deeply you are connected to someone. Those are the moments that bring tears to your eyes. Tears come when the heart is overwhelmed by the beauty of a moment, when everything aligns in such a perfect way that the soul can't help but release the emotions it has been quietly carrying. Sometimes the heart speaks in ways the mind can't understand. It's in the quiet moments when tears well up that we realize just how much we are touched by someone's love, kindness, and presence in our lives. There's something so incredibly powerful about vulnerability, about letting someone into your heart. It's in those moments when your heart is open and raw that tears come, not because of pain, but because of a deep recognition of how much you are truly seen. Tears are the soul's way of expressing what words cannot. There are no adequate words to describe how much your presence in my life means, but these tears, they tell the whole story. I never expected to feel this way. You've brought me to tears, not out of sorrow, but because of the unexpected beauty and depth of connection that I've found in you. Life has a way of surprising us when we least expect it. In a moment of stillness, you've touched my heart so deeply that my emotions can't help but pour out in the form of tears. In the silence of the heart, emotions often speak the loudest. The tears I shed are not of sadness, but of a deep recognition of the profound impact you've had on me. Some people come into our lives and leave an imprint that can never be erased. It's overwhelming to think of how much you've changed me, and the tears in my eyes are a reflection of that transformation. There's a kind of beauty in vulnerability that words can't fully capture. In these moments, as my tears fall, I realize how much my heart has expanded, all because of you. It's funny how life works, how one person can walk into your world and completely change it. And now, here I am, with tears in my eyes, feeling things I didn't even know were possible. Sometimes we don't even know how deeply someone has touched our hearts until we are faced with the overwhelming emotions they stir within us. These tears, they speak the truth of how much you mean to me. There's something incredibly humbling about realizing that the tears we shed are not only a result of our own pain, but a reflection of the love, joy, and growth we experience through those we care about. Tears are a strange thing. They're not always about sadness. Sometimes they come from a place of gratitude, a deep appreciation for the ways people change our lives in ways we never expected. The heart often speaks in ways the mind can't comprehend. These tears, though silent, are louder than words could ever be, and they tell the story of everything you've brought into my life. In the quiet moments when everything is still, I find myself reflecting on the impact you've had on me. My emotions are so deep that they spill over, and tears are the only way my heart can express what it feels. Tears come when the heart recognizes something too beautiful to fully understand. And in this moment, as I reflect on how much you mean to me, my tears are the only way I can honor that feeling. There's a special kind of vulnerability in allowing someone to truly see you, to understand you in ways no one else can. It's overwhelming, and sometimes the only response is tears. When someone touches your soul in such a deep way, it's impossible to hold back the tears. They're not just about sadness, they're about the overwhelming beauty of the connection we share. The heart doesn't always have words, but it has tears. And sometimes those tears speak louder than anything else. Right now, my heart is overwhelmed by what you've brought into my life.